for our profit. Because we're gonna care for if I act like this, how other people would see me. So it's also including quite shy.
Okay, that's fine. Just slow down. Yeah, and just tell us your thoughts on what Vincent said.
Should you make it as a recording video?
Yeah, I mean, I'm actually trying to, so that we can actually sort of see our progress over the years.
Also, I think performing in pressure is another skill we might actually want to.
That's fine. This is just gonna roll, no pressure, right? This is just going to keep on rolling, so no pressure. It's only my phone storage and my camera life that suffers, so you don't have to take pressure from that.
Yeah.
I think somehow that made you feel better, but that's annoying. It's fine. If you can't talk right now, you can, toss the potato to someone else.
Yeah.
You're not a Japanese, go first.
Huh?
You're not a Japanese, go first.
So you want?
Yeah, I'll just go
Okay.
first. Basically, I think we should bring this up to like a personal perspective.
Mm-hmm.
So, in their personal morals, there is a line that divides the good and evil. Like, at least I believe that everyone has. Yeah, and it's sometimes it does not follow the focus on English.
General.
General
Pers-
morals or
yeah,
general
general
ideals,
morals,
and
yeah.
it doesn't really follow all that. It can just there is a personal line that divides good and bad, and nice and evil and everything. Yeah, but so in your actions, you might try to follow what the good and evil says, if you do an action, there might be some actions that may lead to good, but maybe bad in the global or like a general perspective. But and I don't know what the general says, but you in yourself know if it was evil or if it was good or bad in your moral kitchen
Moral standards.
Moral standards, yeah. So what decides if it was what was I trying to say?
It's fine.
Yeah, okay. Back to the question. What's the question?
Okay, so the question is, are you talking about my question?
Yeah, your question.
Okay, so the question is, which matters more, will/intentions or outcomes?
Okay,
Yes.
I'll go for intentions
Mhm.
because whatever the result is, you know that if the action was good or not,
Mhm.
evil or good. So there might be a good result, but you yourself inside will know if you were proud of your action or not. So I think that is what defines the whole
I
situation.
have a question.
Yeah.
Then do you believe that there is a quite obligate standard for morality?
Obligate, yeah, I was about to ask, does everybody know what obligate means? Obligate means, I remember it means something like your responsibility, yeah, something that you should, yeah,
Follow.
Search.
force somebody to do something,
So you're obligated to follow the law.
yeah.
So did
No,
you?
it wasn't not following something, but
What you just
quite strict
Yeah.
and quite objective or
Oh,
preset.
I don't believe in.
But didn't you say that the one would know that it's
No, in the personal perspective.
in personal
Yeah,
perspective?
it
then
seems
wouldn't
always.
it be too different from each other?
Yeah, it's different from each other.
Then even though you think it's a good intention, other person might think your intention is not good.
Yeah, I think Young
And
brought,
everything is in a different perspective.
I think Young brought a very good topic, which is, okay, so Young said that will and intentions are more important than the outcome, right? But then we have the problem of, well, then what is good intention, right? Because is it good personal intention? But the good intention of a sociopath or psychopath, if I'm going extreme, is going to be very different from the good intention that we normally think of in society, right? Or terrorists, for example. So, and when we have polarized opposing groups, then we also have different good intentions, right? So good intentions for who? So how do we define good intentions, and can we even define them? So then if we can't, then
I
okay.
think it's better to say whether intention matters, as you said.
Okay, so I think you think,
Not good intention, but
yeah, just talk about intentions.
does intention matters?
What are you trying to say?
If the result is good,
Yeah.
whether the intention matters.
Oh,
You want to stick to
So
that
just
topic?
Yeah, if the score is good, whether your
Res-
effort doesn't matter.
okay.
Like this.
So it's kind of that. Okay. So I want you two to talk. So her question is, basically, I think we've sort of changed the stance, but it's more of if you have good results, right? Does the intention matter? So let's say and also if you have good results, does the
Process.
process matter, right? So what do we think?
So I think intention matters
Okay.
because when you gave some example that who have some other intention,
Mm-hmm.
gave some good result to the to some girl, what is it, ajumma,
Lady.
lady.
But could you state the example that I gave?
Ah,
I think point of me saying
I just
I think I know.
lady
Mhm.
was climbing. Lady was, what is it, chair?
Pushing a cart
cart.
over a hill.
Yeah, over the hill.
Mm-hmm.
And the man helped her
Mm-hmm.
to
You could just say helped her. That's
helped her.
Mhm.
They helped her to
Right.
get some good image from the one who he loves,
Right. Who was watching him?
who was
right?
watching.
Yeah.
So yes, but so I think this is a selfish man.
Selfish man.
Yeah,
Okay.
because the outcome of his doing
Mm-hmm.
have two results. One is good images, and one is helping the lady. And the purpose of the man was the good image.
Right.
Yeah. And just helping the lady was just effect of his
It's like a side
Mhm.
effect
side effect
of his actions.
of his action.
Uh-huh.
So this result doesn't matter if he can get good images.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
So yes.
he has some possibilities to give even bad effects to others. So I think that's not good.
Okay.
So I feel bad about that. So I think intention matters more than, not more than result, but intention matters.
As much as results.
Yeah.
Okay.
May I?
Okay. But I think he raised.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So,
Oh no, why? You can go first if you want.
yes.
I don't think intention matters if the results are good, because I think there are so many situations where ethics and morality isn't the motivation to do action that leads to good result. So especially in science and technology and marketing field.
Mm-hmm.
So as an example, maybe Bill Gates made Windows for his own profits of money. I don't really think that his intention was to make convenient software for people to use, because he had sold it.
Sold it.
Yeah, sold it. So in conclusion, because of operation system Windows appeared in world, there was the usage of computer was so much easier
More
for individuals, but the intention would not be based on good morality or good intention. So I think that could be one example.
What do you mean by that? Not good intention.
Can you
So
summarize?
it's more So what I want to say is that there are so many situations where morality and ethics doesn't motivate other people to individual to do action that leads to good result.
And the one who make computer or the
That was just only one example.
Ah,
But
but wouldn't he like has thoughts? Oh, I'd like to innovate the world. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Right. But
Just only.
my question to your argument is, yes, there are a lot of people in the world who do stuff not for the good moral reasons we want them to, but does that say, and does that like support the argument that good intentions is meaningless? If you say good intentions are important, that might just be a problem of the world. So where's the link between the situation of
Okay.
the world at its current time and the moral problem itself?
I think that's a good question, but well, if we think in this way, well, so the topic was whether intention matters if the results are good, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So I just want to say is that ethics and I mean the intentions, whether the intention is bad or good, in the end of the day, because the results are good, the intentions are not so cared about people. We don't blame Bill Gates to not be not to be a person who made the software for the individuals. We don't blame them, and although we do compliment people who did good things for their like in moral and ethical way, but although we don't really blame people who didn't do actions that's based on morality and ethics.
Okay, so here I want to throw another question is, okay, so if we have good results, right? So, I think Maya's assumption was we have good results, right? The outcome is good, but then does the intention matter, right? I want to strive a bit away from that, and I want to say, because since we're not just talking about one single case where the outcome is always going to be good, right? I want to talk about when we don't know the outcome, right? And we're just people who are doing things, right? So then, should we have a sort of moral standard to have good intentions? So should we, as a society, urge people to have good intentions when doing something, or should we not?
Like it's a volunteer work,
Huh?
for example, like a volunteer work, because it
Yes.
has quite controversy for like forcing students to do volunteer work even though they do not want to do.
Mm-hmm.
And since it was used as a EC in Korea, it was shut down.
Right.
It disappeared, that policy. Is that quite related one?
Yeah, I think so. I think I didn't phrase my question quite well. What were you trying to say?
May I just talk about my opinion about the previous question?
Yeah, sure.
Because I know this like kind of disrupts the.
No, that's fine.
flow
That's
of
fine.
it.
I don't think I had a very good phrased question in the first place, so that's no problem.
Okay, so I wanted to be the guy who threw in the controversial opinion, but
Ah.
since he already did that, I'm gonna say the same thing but in another way. So he approached the problem from a more like empirical perspective. So he basically, from what I understand it, he said that people don't really care about the intentions in the real world, right? But let's look at it in a more abstract way. So like from this whole time I have been trying to look at the problem from the perspective that good intentions matter. But every time I think of a reason why good intentions are good, like literally the reason is the why the good intentions were good in the first place, right? So if we try to find some reason, some the reason why good intentions are good in the first place. Like think about this: if I do something with good intentions, I have a warm, fuzzy feeling in my heart. That itself is a result of your actions. It's not about the good intentions itself. It's just a result of your action. So once we start to find reasons for good intentions, it just supports the argument that good intentions don't matter, the results matter. So every time I think of this, I really don't want to say this, but I think good intentions don't matter because everything is related to results. Yeah.
That is very true.
I think Maya also mentioned this in the previous. I think you also mentioned this. Something similar, right?
I just asked whether the result includes abstract ones.
Yeah, because like even if you do something, like let's say someone does volunteer work every week because he feels good about it. He does that to feel good about himself. If you look at more in a perspective that's not biased towards.
Actually, hearing conversation, I thought maybe we need to clarify the topic because you were talking about quite individual worldly or like hard or
Okay. Yeah.
warm-hearted.
Okay. So.
And you talked about quite more the macro perspective in
Okay.
society.
So I want each and one of you to summarize your opinion and argument as shortly as possible.
Okay, starting with me?
Yeah.
Okay, my argument is that like every time you try to find a reason why good intentions are good, that just supports the argument that good intentions are good just because they have good reasons. I think in this world, things can't exist without, like, you can say something's good without reasons, and the reason is why something is good, not the opposite. Good intentions cannot exist individually, and that's why they don't matter. Results.
Yeah. I think if I would like to add to explain that a bit further is good intentions are labeled as good because we have experience about the results of these sort of actions, right? And let's say we've seen the results of these actions and say, well, his actions originate from good intentions, right? So I think the thing we see as good intentions actually begin with good results, right? And then those link back to good intentions. I think that's what Charles is trying to say. So you're trying to fill me? Okay. Yeah, I think I know how you guys all feel. I think I would feel comfortable if you were, 3 steps back, please. Thank you. So I think that what Charles was trying to say is good intentions need reasons for them to be good, right?
Yeah.
And the reasons are normally backed up by former evidence, which are results, right? So, which means the results become the reasons of the good intentions. So then we can't really have a true, pure good intention, right? Because our own intention is thinking about what kind of results it's going to bring, right? So yeah, that's my opinion, and I've sort of summarized Charles's opinion. So now Vincent.
Oh, so.
Were you unprepared?
No, I can, but it's kind of a bit abstract. So.
No, that's fine.
Well, I was just saying that lots of things in our society where people think it's a good, to really summarize, ethic and morality isn't the motivation to do action that leads to good result for individuals. That's very simple phrase.
Okay. So Andrew, could you summarize your opinion or argument?
So the main reason I think intention matter is because I feel bad.
Because you feel bad.
Yeah.
because you've acknowledged that your intentions weren't your intentions weren't okay. So, I think I've been lost.
I think but that is the most important one.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
I think most of the many people will feel the same with me because they know that this person is not good for me. I feel bad.
I think maybe I can summarize. I'll try.
Yeah, that was actually what I was
But,
saying. I feel bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I think after you've done an action out of what any kind of intention, I don't think that's. Let's just put that aside from right now, and let's say you've just done an action, and you have, let's say, effects of that action. Let's bring back the example of the lady on the cart, right? So then you have the effects of that is your crush thinks you're a good person. That's one. That was your intention, right? And two is the lady has been helped by you and she's less tired, right? So I think the moment you start feeling bad for yourself is when you actually acknowledge the fact that you had intentions. So this is really interesting is good intentions are something that you don't really have to think about. You don't normally think about you don't normally think about it as good intention. You think about it as good results, right? Your actions will bring good results. Hence, that is your intention, right? But the reason you feel bad is because you know that the intention, that result that you were trying to bring, isn't the good result for the lady. It's the good result for yourself. I think that's why you feel bad, right? So you know that the result you were trying to bring wasn't for the lady, it was for yourself. Hence, the intention wasn't for the lady, it was for yourself. I think that sort of was what you're trying to. Does it make sense? Yes, now Yong, it's your turn.
Actually, it's something I had a new idea. So, there are so many actions we make in like normal society. But some of the actions we actually what are emotions in the action. But for some actions like maybe like closing the door when we going out, like closing maybe turning like off. Some people might evaluate these actions as good, but like, do you actually have a 보상 system for these actions?
A reward system.
A reward system. So basically, some people might say that saying bye to like a friend is a good action, but like but when you like wave bye bye to your friend, you actually don't really want something. You're not actually wanting a good emotion for it. You're just doing it because your mom says and.
Right.
Yeah.
So.
But
Saying bye.
wait. I think I got lost.
No, I think you brought up an important part is.
So yeah, but for some good actions that you made, you made it, but still, there isn't really a reward system for it.
So, I think you're talking about some subconscious, not subconscious, but habits or subconscious actions, right? But if you think about like habits and like if I say bye bye to a guy like or my friend when we're saying bye bye, do you actually have like an intention?
So actually, right now I just said that I actually missed the point.
Yeah.
Actually, because I actually thought of that point.
The thing I was trying to cut in on was some actions don't have intentions.
I had.
Yes, I can fill you now. Please fill me.
Yeah, some actions. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
What are you?
What?
Your hand.
My hand is.
What?
Go back.
No, that is. Oh.
Enhancing. I'm kidding. I didn't do that.
So, hearing
Sure.
not that funny, but why are we talking about the standard of morality? I mean, we're just talking about whether the intention matters,
Right, right.
right? So intention can be just planning something,
Mhm.
or you intend to do something, so results came out as
Right.
you intended or as you didn't intend it. For example, you might do experiment, and the results might be outcome as you intended or may not. So I think intention does really matters because it suggests it's quite linked to what I said before. It's a direction and also related to imagining your future and how the world will go around. It's thinking of that. I think so. Intention is something like that.
Okay. So
I
I.
think
yeah.
I think we are just talking about
Mhm.
in the aspect of morality.
Mhm.
So I just wanted to expand
Yeah.
because intention has that meaning.
I think you're looking at a bigger sort of meaning of intention. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So meaning, I think intention has different levels, different scales. I guess you would say.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
if you'd like to talk about good intentions and bad intentions, I think it's the realm of
Ethics.
ethics.
So may I go to clarify? Are you separating the morality of intentions and the more realistic, like the more down to earth aspect of intentions, as of like predicting the future? Are you like separating those two?
Quite a
And
different problem.
you were saying that we don't really have to care about the more down to earth version because the part we are actually concerned about is the morality part. So we should talk about morality. Is that what you're saying?
Sorry.
So sorry, let me say it again. So you separated morality and the predicting aspect, right? And you're saying that since we're talking about good or bad, we should talk about morality, not and care less about the predicting aspect.
Actually,
Right.
quite different.
Quite different.
Yeah, we were
Yes.
talking about the morality.
Yeah.
So I thought it's talking about whether intentions matter,
Yeah.
right? And
And she's saying intentions stretch beyond just
Morality.
moral.
Oh,
Yeah.
so you're expanding.
yeah,
Yes.
expanding.
I see. So
So I think intention matters, and that intention might be good or bad. If that is bad, we should fix it.
How is an intention bad? How can an intention be bad? If it's in the
let's
aspect
say
of
one has
planning your
one
future.
criminal has a plan to kill someone to get money, then
Mhm.
that intention is bad.
but
How-
isn't that
how
just
is it
moral?
Obviously.
What makes it bad?
Isn't that
So-
just yeah?
To make it bad, we have to bring the
It makes
morality.
it bad because if you just let him do that, he's gonna break the law of the whole earth, and
Society.
it's gonna threat our whole society.
But
And
it-
that's the most minimum
Human harm.
regulation that we've made.
but isn't that
That's
just
the law,
yeah.
I believe.
in the end? Isn't that just about morals of
Yeah,
not
so-
killing people? That
so-
I don't see how it's linked to the
It
actual.
might not be about moral ones. For example, let's say you intend to go to Busan
Yeah.
and you take a wrong train
Yeah.
accidentally,
Yeah.
so you go to somewhere else
Yeah.
far away from that.
Yeah.
And you have these intentions and
Yeah.
different results.
And
And I think I'd like to handle intention in these contexts.
but my question is,
Yeah.
in the morality perspective, you can talk about good and bad, but in the predicting perspective, planning perspective, I think good or bad has a very different meaning. As in, good planning means things will go according to plan, and bad planning means it's rubbish and nothing will go according to plan.
I
And
think it's not different from the results because it's planning the results.
but good in the planning sense means the accuracy of your plan.
I think we have reached a incredibly gray area where one person is talking about moral aspects of intentions and the other person is talking about planning. The problem is it's not your fault. It's just the word intention has multiple meanings depending on which context you use that in. This is a good exercise, just not for now. So we were talking about moral intentions, and I think you Maya suggested an interesting viewpoint towards that. But I think that the connection has to do a bit more with the word intention itself, rather than what our topic was trying to address was the morality or moral intentions of an action.
Right.
But that's fine. And I think we have reached a sort of maximum state about talking about intentions. I think we have came up with some very good ideas, and yeah, so I don't know if I can re-listen to this and summarize all of our arguments, but I'll try to do that in the spare time. And yeah, so maybe we can move on to a different topic, or since it's 8:11, we can end it here like Maya wants.